after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Young on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Richie James. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Sanders toss left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Young looks to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Sanders.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here is Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker try out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. We're scoreless after 1. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Sanders, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Bunker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way down to the 37. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now found incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Fourth down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I hope you're feeling okay.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Young from the shotgun. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Young. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Young, he's going to change it up. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Down the numbers. There he goes. Across midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready?
They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Carolina.
Off the play fake, Young. And the Chiefs are going to get it. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On 2nd down, Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it up. He may go. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Young. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't like getting throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Green jack. Blue, go. Blue check. Black shot.
To the air once more, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He may go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 70 yards. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Young. There's another one complete to Chenault. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Young now. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
It'll be Young again. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
You hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Let's go now.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
6, 11. Ready.
A quarterback draw. Here's Young.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right. White. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance.
And guys, man, complete. How about this?
Now he's free to midfield, racing to the end zone.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. a clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Following the interception, Young, and this is caught, so they do get the two. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mahomes throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Young on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Now look out. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no
London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream.